unless you don't have internet. Morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being on time. I do appreciate you guys being on time. I was talking. Okay. Can you guys hear me still? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you see my screen too? All right, so let's get started. So you should see my screen. It says November 29th. Oh, March 29th. Our agenda for today, what we are doing, we're going to do an outline practice. We're going to look over the rubric for our first writing essay. I'll give you some feedback on those outlines you write for me. We'll revise those outlines, and then we'll write a body paragraph from the outline. Okay, so homework for tonight, typing.com for 10 minutes, like always. Revel chapter 6. I haven't assigned it yet, so I'll try to do that today. And read the rubric. What do I mean by that? If you go to our course homepage, your section is 90s. Remember, whenever you email me or send me a private chat, please give me your course section number. I have many Fatimas and Abdullahs and Yusufs and everybody, so I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. I wish I did. If we were in the classroom, I would know you. I'm telling you. I'd be like, yes, I know you. But here in digital classroom, it's very difficult because all I see is Yusuf, and I'm like, which Yusuf is that? I don't know. Anyways, you go down to our current week, and you can click on March 29th homework, and in here, you could download the rubric as a Word document, or you can go to the Google Doc, which looks like this, and I'll be explaining this today in a minute, okay? So what you need to do is, after you download it and read it, click Add Submission, and then type in, I have read the rubric. I have read the rubric, and I loved it. What's the heart? The way. Heart. It's like heart in digital talk. All right. Anyways, that's also for homework as well. Okay. So let's get started. Any questions on that before we begin? Nashy. All right, so our topic for our outline is I want you to, why does it say two? It should be one. I want you to write an outline for me, and we're just going to write the 3 body paragraphs. Body means not the intro, not the conclusion, just the 3 body paragraphs on the following topic. What are the 3 most effective ways for people to become healthy? What are the most effective ways for people to become healthy? Any questions on your topic before you start? Just to remind you, because I do believe you guys are humans, and being humans, one of the features of being human, one of the characteristics, is that you forget how to make an outline. Capital I, period, space, type, space, type, enter, type, enter, type, enter, type, enter, type, enter, type, enter, type, enter. All right. And then when you guys, I also want you guys to make sure you show me that it's a small point by tab, T-A-B. It is next to Q. Okay. So tab over and then do your next topic sentence. And you're being lazy. Remember, you're not writing, you're writing as little as possible. Little as possible. So you should give me 3 I's, right? Because we're doing 3 topic sentences. Correct. Mashy. Any questions before we begin? Cool. Let's start. Oops. I copied the word small point, so now I have to recopy the link. All right, so go ahead, jump into that doc. Let's begin to rock. It's okay if you guys are wearing some ugly Crocs, as long as you're not on your phone watching TikTok. Please type next to your name in the correct block. And while you're doing that, I'll put 10 minutes onto the clock so we all can begin to rock. Let's start. Go. Let's see who's the first to start typing. Munira. Good job, Munira. And Mariam. And is that it? Just Munira and Mariam. Dania. Typing. Bruce Lee. No. Capital I. Khalaf. Capital I. Period. Space. You too, Mariam. Capital I. Period. Space. Good job, Munira is doing outline format. Miriam, you gotta delete that. Maria, you too. Capital I, period, space. Big I, period, full stop, space. And then start typing, enter. Type, enter. Type, enter. Don't write full sentences, Layla. Layla, stop. You write in full sentence. No. I just want just straight to the points.
Professor.
Yes, who is this?
Aziz.
Uh-huh.
I can't see the link, so I can enter the docs.
Are you on a Mac?
Yes.
You need to click on the Mac, and you need to, on the bottom where all the little icons are, you have to click on Microsoft Teams, 2-finger click, right click, and quit, and then come back to the classroom again.
So like I leave the classroom?
Yes, you push quit and leave, and then come back in later, and back into the link on MyGust.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, Abdurrahman, good to see you here and on time. Thank you. Latif, Abdurrahman, I'm sorry. Keep going, good. Ahmed, straight to your point, Ahmed. I don't need you to write a thesis, straight to the point. Good, Ibrahim, Ahmed Ibrahim.
Mr. Kamal?
Yeah.
Do I have to write a topic sentence, then example for the topic sentence?
No, just write your topic sentence, and then like we did before, then give a small point to that topic sentence, and then you can give an example to the small point. But let's first start with topic sentences and small points. No, guys, you're writing too much, Danya. No, just straight. What is one of the best ways to become healthy? Best way, straight, right away, is 1, 2, and 3. Good, Ibrahim, doing it good. I like how fast you're moving too. Maria, Senorita, Mushkila. Enter, tab. You see that? Watch me again. Watch me. Enter, tab. Watch me again. Enter, tab. You try it. Same thing for you, Miriam. You got to get your outlining correct. And you're writing way too much, Miriam. Way too much. This is an outline. Don't write full sentences. First way to become healthy? No. Just start a new life. That's it. And then you go to the end of the line, Miriam. Enter, tab. Watch me again. Enter, tab. Enter, tab. Enter, tab. You try it. Show me. Perfect. Oh, that's one I haven't heard today, Munir. Good. Rose, you got to do your outline format, Rose. Period, space. So, there you go. And then go to the end of the line. No rows, no rows, no rows, no rows. Go to the end of the line, enter, tab. Go to the end of the line, enter. See that? Good job, Taba. I like how you put so many ideas in there. Now that you have so many ideas, Taba, oops, sorry. Start going in and giving me small points for each of these. You should give me at least 3 small points for each solution that you're giving me, okay? So go ahead and fix those, Taba. Khalaf, I don't think you're an outline, Khalaf. That's outline. So you go to the end of the line, push enter, and then tab. Go to where my cursor is, go to where my line is, push enter, and then tab. Same thing for you, Maria. Hey, caramba. Enter, tab. You see how that worked, Maria? When you go to the end of the line, just push enter. No, Maria, no. Just enter. And then to make it go, whoa. Why is this all messed up? Rahman, please tab over some of these points that you're making so that I can see which ones are like your big points and which ones are your small points. I need to see that. Rahman, same thing. Please tab over which ones are your small points so I can know which ones are the small point. All right, let's go ahead and pause for the cause. Let's jump back into that digital classroom, and when you're back in that digital classroom, please type yeah so I can know you're back in the digital classroom. Why here? Where to go over to the private chat when I'm trying to do the class? Please type yeah when you're back in the digital classroom so I can know when you're back in a digital classroom. Lag City. Lag City. Not a place you want to go to. Very bad place. Lag City. Thank you for jumping back in. Sorry about that. All right, so we will look at these outlines in just a minute, and I'll give you some feedback on these outlines. So please pay attention when I give the feedback, because that's the most important part. Just like a swimmer, you have to listen to your coach if you want to improve, right? So the coach is going to give you feedback. You got to listen to that feedback and do it, okay? But before I give you the feedback, let's look at the rubric. So, ladies and gentlemen, just so you remember, just because you might have forgotten, on our homepage, you can click on calendar. Calendar will take you to a calendar, our calendar for this class, and you can see what we're doing every week. So, for example, last week we just did the reading midterm. Last week was week 4. This week is week 5, and we are doing chapter 13. So that means that our first writing exam, let me slow down a second because I don't know if my lags, if I'm in Lag City. I think I'm in Lag City. And are you guys hearing me? Are you seeing my screen? Are we together or are we apart? I don't know. Because my computer is lagging, but I don't know if that means you're not with me. I don't know. If you don't see my screen, please turn on your mic and tell me, because you should see my screen. Like I said, where are we? This is the midterm from last week, week 4. We're now in week 5. We're doing Revel. Next week, we'll do chapter 6 and 7. And then we have our first essay in class, okay? And it's going to be a problem solution essay. All right. So now that you know where the calendar is, now let's look at the rubric, okay? So again, the rubric is here. I already have it open. This is the rubric. I'm zoomed out for a second just so you can see the whole thing. I want you to see what the whole rubric looks like first before we dive into it. Lag City. Oh boy. Good times, good times, good times. You guys still with me? You guys with me still? Am I lagging or are you guys with me? Are you guys still with me? Somebody type yes if you're with me. Okay, and then to answer Maria's question about access to the calendar, if you don't have access to the calendar, you're probably not logged into your Gmail account. If you log into your Gmail account, you should be able to access it. But if you don't want to do that, it's fine. You can still find the calendar and the syllabus in MyGust under Files. So if you go to our digital class, MyGust, not MyGust, My Teams. In the Teams, I put the calendar and everything in there. The syllabus and the calendars in Teams, in our classroom in Teams. All right, so let me explain the rubric. So the rubric here, as you can see, it has 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. And then it has about 5 columns, right? Columns go up and down. Remember, columns up and down, right? And at the top of the columns, it gives us a little title for each of them. So we have excellent, good, average, below average, and poor. And then for the rows, these are the titles for the rows. So you have content we have organization and structure, and then we have grammar and mechanics and language, okay? So we're gonna focus on these top two, organization, structure, and content, because number one, that makes up 70% of your grade, and that is what is in your ideas and your organization, okay? So think of content as like your ideas, and then organization is the organization of your essay. And these are very similar in the sense, they're both almost the same thing. And to think of this rubric, to understand the rubric, what you have to think about all of these things that is saying in here as rules. So if you want to have an excellent grade, you have to follow these rules. If you follow these rules, your grade will be excellent. If you don't, then your grade might be good, or it might be average or below average. So I like to teach towards excellent because I want all my students to be excellent, okay? So if you don't become excellent, at least you'll fall on good. Aim for the stars, so if you miss, you land on the moon, right? So we're going to zoom in, and I'm going to focus on these rules right here, because this is related to the body paragraphs, and that's what we're working on today. This is for the intro. We're going to work on the intro next week. And this is also for the body paragraph, which is going to talk about today. And then, like I said, this is intro. We'll do that next week. And the week after that, the last week before our exam, we'll do the conclusion. Okay. So let's focus on the body paragraph. So what are the rules? Again, rules. Think about rules. Like if you're playing a soccer game, what are the rules of soccer? You can't touch the ball with your hands unless you're the goalie. You can't kick the ball out of bounds. You have to put the ball through the front of the net. You can't kick the ball, like you can't score a goal by kicking it behind the net into the net. You have to go straight through the net, right? So similarly, we have rules here. So if you want to get an excellent grade on your essay, you have to follow these rules. So for example, you have to be clear. Give a clear solution. Okay, so this is a problem solution essay. Again, we'll talk more about the problem in the intro next week. But for now, let's talk about the body paragraphs, where you give me a clear solution. So this will be like your topic sentence. So for example, if we look at the topic that we did today, what is the most effective way to become healthy? This is like a solution. What's the problem? Being unhealthy. What's the solution? You're giving me the solution, right? So you guys gave me a solution, and hopefully it's clear. So we'll look at that in a second, and that's why I'm doing the rubric before I give you the feedback, so you can understand my feedback a little bit more. Because if you understand the rules, then when I explain to you like, hey, this is not good because of this, you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, because the rules said that, you know, it needs to be a clear solution. And it has to be well explained and justified. Justified is very important. We are not just writing a cause effect essay. We are not just writing, you're not just describing a solution, but you're justifying why your solution is the best. Why is your solution the best? That is justifying. When you explain why your solution is the best, you are justifying. Okay? So let's look at what you guys wrote. And this is basically saying the same thing. A topic sentence, a solution, because it's a problem solution essay, it has to be a solution. Supporting ideas, where you fully explain with cases, examples, logical reasoning. Basically, you justify why is this the best solution. So let's go back to your body paragraphs. Let's cut off the names so we don't see any names. And let's just look at some, right? I like to look at the students that wrote the most, because usually, it gives us more to talk about. So I just find whatever student kind of looks like they wrote more than everybody, or at least finished it. So this student looks like they wrote mostly everything. So their first solution is eating healthy food. I think that's a great point, right? Great solution. Maybe I should say solution instead. That's a great solution, right? Low carb diet, eating. Oh, so let's look at the other solutions. Physical activity, great solution. I think that's a great solution as well. I mean, do you disagree? I mean, what is one of the best ways to become healthy is eat healthy food, do physical activity, sleeping well, great solution. Okay, now we get into the tricky part. Okay, hold on a second. That's not the end of your essay. I'm happy that you guys are giving me great topic sentences. I'm elated by that. That means like really happy. I'm super happy, elated, right? I love words. And but are you justifying? That ladies and gentlemen, is the question. To be or not to be? To justify or not to justify? That is the question. Are you justifying or are you just describing? Now, Shufo, watch me now, watch me now, watch me. Low carb diet, eating fruits and vegetables, and drinking. Now, you tell me, is that justifying why healthy food is going to make you healthy? Or is that describing what healthy food is? Hmm. 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 I don't know, guys. I might say that this looks like it's describing. So this needs justification, not description. No, don't get me wrong. Hold on a second. Don't hold on a second. I'm not saying that you cannot have low, you can't describe what healthy food is in your body paragraph. No, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, understand what you're doing here in this essay. You are giving a solution and then you're justifying why that solution is the best solution. So why is eating healthy a great solution? So like, let's quickly just kind of think about that. Like, what makes healthy food a great way for people to get into shape? And again, you kind of have to go back to like, what does justification mean? I mean, what does, why is something a good idea? Well, what makes something a good idea? It could be easy, it could be cheap, it could be repeatable. You know what I mean? Meaning you can do it more than once. People can be consistent with it, right? What are other reasons why something is a great solution? What makes something a better solution than others? People enjoy doing it. Do you understand what's happening here? This is more so what you need to be having for small points than describing what healthy food is. Okay? So, I mean, like, easy. How is healthy food easy? Think about it. If you want to get into shape, I like the quote. I like that quote. I do. I think you can outtrain a bad diet. I don't think it's 100% true. I think some people can outtrain a bad diet. Was that one guy, that Olympic guy, Phelps, that swimmer? Like I heard that he eats like 10,000 calories a day when he was training. He would eat like 10,000 calories a day. That's like just eating pizza all day. That's like crazy. But like, he burns crazy calories because he swims a lot. So I mean, I don't think it's 100% true, but for most of us people, yes, it is true. So if you're like working out, and then we have to do the explanation. And that's what I'm kind of saying right now. We're explaining what's happening. We're giving examples of this, okay? So this is what you guys have to have in your essay. In your outline, okay? And again, I'm still being lazy. I'm not writing a whole lot of words, right? Few words. This word really wouldn't be here, but I was just kind of giving you guys ideas of what it means. So probably better. So if you had to explanation. And again, I had to write a little bit more, but I'm still being lazy. I'm not writing like however and although and since and all that beautiful language that is going to be in your essays, but I'm still giving you a lot of, I'm giving you the idea, I'm giving you the example, I'm giving you the explanation. So a person eating right, I should be a little bit more clear. A person eating right and not working out can lose weight easier than a person training and eating healthy food. So basically, I'm just kind of explaining what I mean by why is the solution of eating healthy food a great solution? Because it's something that we all can do. It's just like, just don't eat Burger King. don't eat KFC. Just stop, or at least limit it, like eat it less often, right? So it's not like it's very hard to do to eat healthy food. You just have to have a little control, right? Cheap, healthy food. Not some people would argue healthy food is not the cheapest, so I'll skip that one. Consistent, right? So like you can shop once a week, right, with healthy food. Go to like the Jimia and buy some healthy food, and you got food for the week. You're ready to just skip KFC, skip Burger King, skip McDonald's, and just make prepare some meals at the beginning of the week. You can save money. If you're not buying unhealthy food does cost more money. So if you're just buying healthy food, you don't buy unhealthy food, you can save money. So again, what I'm trying to show you guys though is what your body paragraphs should be having. This is not just a regular old cause and effect essay. You need to have, like I said in the rubric here, well explained and justified, right? So you're justifying your solution. You're not just describing, oh, what is healthy food? Healthy food is low carbs, and healthy food is, what do we have here? Healthy food is eating fruits and vegetables and drinking water. That's healthy food. No, I don't want to know what healthy food is. This essay is about you're giving a solution, and then you're going to explain why that solution is the best. So think about it like this. Think about it like this in your brain. Say, okay, healthy food is the best way eating healthy food is the best way to become healthy because whatever comes in your brain after I said because is what should be in your body paragraph. That should be your small points. That should be your explanations. That should be your examples. And then make some connections too, right? So I like to make the connections, tab it over one more time. And connection is just going back to the topic sentence, right? So if a person is eating right, um, they will lose weight. Right? So just like how I had the orange sentences in those body paragraphs and paragraphs in body paragraphs 1.0 a couple weeks ago, this is what I want you guys to be doing. Okay? Any questions on this before we go and have you redo what you? No, I won't say that. Okay, so eating healthy, great point. Sleeping schedule, great point. But don't just describe what it is. You're explaining to me why this is a great solution to becoming healthy. So again, ask yourself the question in your brain, or you could talk out loud. You guys are probably by yourself, so nobody's going to think you're crazy. Talk to yourself. Say, okay, having the right amount of sleep will help you to become healthy because whatever comes into your brain after that, you put here. Try to think of 3 reasons why healthy, why healthy, like sleeping correctly, will help you to become healthy, right? And again, you're justifying. So is it easy? Is it quick? How much time does it take? How much energy does it take? How much can people keep on doing it? Does it cost a lot of money? Right? All these things are all kind of going into what you can put into your body paragraph to explain why that's the best solution. Any questions on this? I'm going to have you rewrite this. Okay? I want you to instead of just describing what that is and describing to me what exercise is, I want you to justify why your answer, why your solution is the best. So I'm going to have you guys rewrite your outlines for me right now. And you're going to, like I said, give me that little bit extra explanation and examples and connection if you can get to that point. If you can get to the connections, that would be great. You're going to put your new outline on the right. So again, you're going to put your new outline on the right in this box here. If you want to just grab what you wrote here, that's fine. You can just copy it, come over here and paste it, and then just make your changes like you should be making. You should be making changes because I saw most of you guys were not doing exactly what you should be. So just come over here and just make your changes. Okay? Any questions? All right, so here is the doc. Let's jump in and begin to rock. I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes on the clock. Please type next to your name in the correct block. And begin.
Can we see the one you just wrote?
It's right there. I didn't delete it. It's on the left side. guys, let's look at how you're doing. So please jump back into the digital classroom. And when you're back in the digital classroom, please type yup. No. All right, so you're back with me. So please pay attention because it's not like I'm picking on any one student when I, go back and give feedback on students. Honestly, usually if one student is doing it, it's many students doing it. And the reason why I'm starting, making sure that you guys are giving me justification now, because this is an issue that I see with most of my students a lot of times. And I want you guys to get better at it. I want you to be excellent. Okay. So like here, for example, exercise, it is a great solution to become healthy, but this is just describing what exercise is. This is not what I am looking for. This is not justification. So if I were to give the student a grade, if we go back to that problem solution rubric, I would have to start going way over here because, I'm not seeing justification in what the student was writing. Problem is vaguely stated without any explanation. I would probably say that. So below average, this is where that student will be having a grade. And again, it's because I don't see, why is eating healthy better than sleeping, right? The student put sleeping as the third best reason, best way to become healthy. And it's like, why? Why is eating better than sleeping? Sleeping seems like it's easier to me. Let's look at some more. So this is a little bit better, definitely better. Not the best, but it's definitely better. And again, like things that I think this student could put in here to make this, more justified is, why is this a great solution? It's easy to do. What do you have to do? You just have to drink water. You know what I mean? Like, how hard is it to drink water? How hard is it really to drink water? I mean, really, is it like you just have to like drink water? Just get some water and drink it. It's not like we live. I was about to say it's not like we live in a desert, but we do live in a desert. But even in the desert of Kuwait, water is pretty easy to find. Alhamdulillah, right? So it's easy to do. I mean, that's what you need to convey. This is way of conveying that, like when the student's saying it keeps you less hungry. Again, that's kind of like an effect of water, and but is it really justifying why water is a better solution than other examples? Like, what's wrong with being hungry? I mean, we fast and then you don't eat or drink anything, right? That's hungry. Is fasting a good way to become healthy, right? Why is drinking water better than fasting? Both are hungry, right? Or they're saying that drinking water is not as hungry. But again, I don't see as much justification. Furthermore, this is not enough writing. So I'm not going to give this student full marks for today because this is way too little of writing to be considered, participation in class. And that's for everybody. Well, I like this one more. However, I do not like how they're writing full sentences, right? Try to write as little as possible. You need to give me an outline, just like I said, capital I, period, space. And then you go to the end of the line, you push enter, and then you keep going, right? Don't give me these little twos and stuff like this. It's not what I'm asking for, okay? And I don't want all these words either. This is not, the outline is supposed to be short and lazy. You're supposed to get just the meat of the sentence. So in this sentence, a lot of people who join gyms will find their bodies are healthier and more productive. Okay, so this This is part of the student's explanation. This is not like the topic sentence. So that's fine. A lot of people who join gyms will find that their bodies are healthier and more productive. Good, but still, it's not excellent. This is not excellent. Like when I think about joining a gym, why is joining a gym a great idea? Well, payment is motivation. Like if you have to like pay money to go to the gym, I think a lot more people will keep on going to the gym as opposed to if you have a group of people that had to pay to go to get fit, to get in shape, go to a gym, and a bunch of people that just have to, you know, show up, like go to the beach or something. I think there would be more people consistent going to the gym because they have to pay, and it's like, I paid and I didn't go. They're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go because I paid for this. I'm gonna go, right? So I think paying is motivation, and I would explain that here. Everything that I just said just now, that would be in my explanation, right? I would be explaining that here, like saying how, you know, people that pay for something, they usually treat it with more respect than people that don't pay for something, right? That's part of justification. Why else is going to a gym a great idea? It can be very relaxing. I mean, it depends on what gym you go to. If you're going to one of these basement gyms, probably not. But if you go to like, what is it called? Platinum? No, Platinum. Yeah, Platinum. Right? A gym like Platinum where you have, or Oxygen, where you have, you know, you have a sauna, you have a swimming pool, you have masseuse, you have people that give massages, you have, you know, you could get, you know, drinks and refreshments, and it's like a spa, right? So a gym can be very relaxing. So if somebody has a stressful job, going to a gym could be like, I have one friend, he was like, he loved going to Platinum. He was like, you know, I get to, you know, go swimming and go to a sauna and do all this stuff. It's great. So that was great motivation. So that makes it a great solution because if you're relaxed, and then here goes the connection part. If it's relaxing going to the gym, then you will go more often. More often, what's the result of that? You will become healthy. And make those connections for me. Pretend like I am a 5-year-old kid, and I'm like, why you want to go to the gym to get healthy? And like, yeah, because you know, going to the gym is very relaxing, and you're going to keep on going. And then if you keep on going, you're going to, you know, go to use the machines, and gyms are also great because they have classes, which can be motivating for many reasons, right? It's motivating because it's in a social setting, right? You got a bunch of people, and like, you know, you have friends and people that, you know, that are cheering you on, you're cheering them on. Go, you can do it, yay, right? Accountability, friends can also be accountability, which means like they're checking to see, hey, I missed you at the gym, why weren't you in the class last week? You're supposed to be in the class. And then you're like, oh man, I better go to that class because he's going to check on me, and he'd be like, why did you come to the class? And I'm be like, I didn't want to go to class. So, right, accountability. So again, what am I doing? I'm not just explaining what the effects of a gym is. I'm not just explaining what a gym is. I'm justifying why going to the gym is a great solution for somebody who wants to become fit. Why? Because, you know, it could be motivating when you have to pay for something. It could be relaxing for, you know, some gyms, not all gyms. It has great classes that are fun, right? You know, various classes. You know, you can do everything from, I don't know, Zumba to yoga, Zumba to yoga, or maybe yoga to Zumba. Again, so like, look at the difference between what I'm saying here versus what's being said here. You know, walking for an hour, you know, just tell me the effects of walking, okay? But like, and that's under gym, right? So we go to a gym and we go walking at a gym. You could, right? They got treadmills and stuff, and the machines could definitely be another reason why you know, it's a great idea, because they have, you know, a variety of machines, right? So they have like the elliptical and stair machine and treadmills and all sorts of machines that can like that are great because, you know, you won't get bored, right? It also means that, nope, wrong board. It also means that you just have, you know, more choice, right? So again, why is that great? Because you want to have a choice. You don't want to go to the gym and be bored and like, oh man, I got to go to the gym again. Or you could be like, oh wow, I want to go try that other machine. Oh, I want to do that machine. Oh yeah, I got to do this machine. Like, you know, it could be like fun and exciting. And that is a reason why going to the gym is the best reason to go to to become healthy, because you have all these different things that you can do. Do you understand the difference between what I just said and what's being said here? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Again, look at this. Eating healthy food, and you're just describing what is healthy food. I mean, if you guys want to get poor grades on your writing, just keep on writing like this. That will be quick and easy way. If you want to, I'm telling you exactly what I'm looking for, and I want you guys to give it to me. I want you guys to get excellent marks. And the only way that you're going to get excellent marks if you are writing your essay in an excellent way, right? And you're not just describing what you ate, but you're actually justifying why your solution is the best solution. Let's try to find somebody that did a good job. Hopefully somebody did. One student. So here you go. Thank you. And I didn't write this. Physical activity. Going to the gym is enjoyable and interesting. Meeting friends in the gym reduces stress, higher self-esteem, what results in achievements. Exercise regularly reduces the risk of diseases. That's kind of like one of those just description ones. Whereas I like this because this is justification. This is more like description, but this is definitely justification here. And I was just saying that, wasn't I? And this student wrote that. Let's see if they give us some here. Research shows that regular exercise reduces risk of diabetes control. And yeah, I mean, that's good. Again, this is kind of like effects, which is okay. But again, if we're talking about physical activity, why else is physical activity great for becoming fit? I mean, what are some other ideas that we can put here? We could also talk about I mean, just like you said before, you know, the student said going to the gym is enjoyable. What about just, you know, sports with your friends can be a fun way to get in shape, right? It's motivating. Um, you're doing lots of movement and running if you're playing sports with your friends. Depending on where you're playing, it could be low cost. I mean, even if you're like renting a big field, right? I think soccer, you guys have 11 players on one team. So if you have 22 players, even if it costs 100 KDs to rent the pitch, you know what I mean? It's like 100 divided by 22. What's that? 3? 4? Right? 4 point something. It's not that bad. It's still low cost, right? And so it's like, again, we're showing a lot of benefit from doing this thing. I said that was me. Okay, so the last part of this class, I want you guys to show me that you understand what I'm saying, and you're going to actually pick one of your paragraphs, any one of them. So you did 3 body paragraphs here, right? Body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3. You pick any one of these, and you're going to write for me the full body paragraph now. Okay, so this is the last thing we're doing today. So this is the formal writing. So I want a topic sentence, point, example, connection, point, example, connection, point, example, connection. I'm going to delete your first draft of your outline. and I will add a column on the right so you can type up your body paragraph for me. Any questions on that? So one more time, you guys are writing, you're picking one of your body paragraphs, and you're going to write the full body paragraph. And if you could do like I just did, sometimes just tab over a little bit. You don't tab because you can't tab in these boxes. So just push spacebar over a few times and then start your body paragraph so that, because it's a good habit to get into. You should be doing that. It's just part of how you do an essay. So if you're here and you're writing your essay, you just push spacebar a few times and then start. Okay? Any questions? All right, so let's go ahead and show me. I explained it twice now. I gave you example. I let you guys mess up first, and then I showed you the rubric and I gave you feedback. We redid it, and some of you guys still weren't doing it right, so I gave you feedback a second time. So show me that you're listening and that you understand, and give me some justification right now. One body paragraph. On your marks, get set, go. You should be able to do this in 10 minutes too. That's not asking too much. You guys know that when it comes to doing your essay in 2 weeks, you know speed is important. So you need to be able to go do a paragraph in less than 10 minutes. So time is ticking. Go ahead and start. Thank you, Khalaf, for starting. Khalaf, this is not an outline. This is a body paragraph. Thank you, Maria. Miriam, let me help you. Rose, I'm gonna help you too. Khalaf, Khalaf, you are writing a body paragraph, not an outline. Khalaf, you're starting with your topic sentence, not the thesis. Topic sentence. Same for you, Layla. You're not going to say the best three effective ways. It's the first or the most effective way to be healthy is eating healthy food. Ariel, make a connection here. Making a good you're making a good point here, talking about what they do for breakfast for energy. Why is that energy good? What will be what's the result of having that energy? What's gonna, what's the opposite? What if somebody doesn't eat the right food? What kind of, they won't have energy. What will be the result of that? Right? So give those results in there as well. Make those connections. Don't just say like, look, this is what people that are healthy do, but why? Why is it beneficial? You can look at like the opposite, like why is it not beneficial when people don't do it? Like what happens to those people that don't do it?
Hello, Mr. Rafiq Kamal.
Echo. Rose, I like what you're saying here by,
Sir, my computer is lagging,
who is
so that's
this?
why I connected to my phone.
Who is this?
Ahmed Ibrahim.
Okay. So Rose, like I was saying, go ahead and that's a pretty good point there. You're saying that like, because you're basically, what are you saying here in this second sentence with the crave?
So I will leave and enter again.
Okay, thank you. So like, yeah, Rose, like you're saying here with the crave, I think that's a good point. But dive into that. Like, um, how is that, good for somebody who wants to be healthy? Um, you know, like I was saying, that's something that will probably be repeatable. Like if somebody's trying to be healthy and they're eating healthy food and they don't like the healthy food, what's going to be a result of that? Whereas if they eating healthy food and it's like food that they taste good and they like, what will be the result of that? All of that needs to be in that paragraph. Okay, Rose? Layla, you got to be a little bit more clear in the topic sentence. Like I should be able to read a topic sentence and know what the thesis for the essay is, right? So you're just saying the most effective way. The most effective way for what? Okay, so in that topic sentence has to be more clear, Layla. I think you wrote it, but you just put your sentence in a weird order. So I think it's here at the end. The most effective way to stay healthy is eating healthy food. Oh, so I mean, Layla, you need to add some justification in here. And you need to stay on one topic. You shouldn't have in one body paragraph, Layla, you shouldn't be talking about exercise when your body paragraph is about eating healthy food. If you talk about eating healthy food, just talk about that in your body paragraph. Don't go into exercise and all that other stuff. That's different paragraph. And I need you to justify why is eating healthy food the best way to get into shape, right? So think about Layla, think about like, for example, you know, all the different things that we can put into our body. What does it do to our body? And why would that make us healthy or unhealthy? What can we put into our body that will make us unhealthy? And why? Why does that make us unhealthy? What can we put into our body to make us healthy? And why does that make us healthy? Right? Talk about, again, when you justify, you talk about why it's easy, why it's good to, why is it, somebody can do it over and over again. Is it cheap? Is the cost of it not really high? So like, okay, you're talking about healthy food, but why is healthy food good? Like I was saying before, people that are eating unhealthy and training, it's going to be harder for them to become healthy as opposed to somebody that's not training and eating healthy. Like put that into your body paragraph. Like talk about that. Give an example for that. Go ahead, take that, use that. It's fine. You gotta make your topic sentence more clear. That's not clear what you wrote. I don't understand. I should be able to understand the thesis of your essay from your topic sentence. You're saying the first reason to get healthy is to drink water? The first reason to get healthy? That's not what we're writing about here, Khalaf. Or you should say something along the best way to become healthy is to drink water. I like how you're talking about it's easy, but explain that more. That's a good point that you made, that it's easy. Explain. Like I would say that first and then talk about losing weight. I would make the point about how it's easy and then talk about how it can help you lose weight, because that shows you like, look, you want to lose weight, you don't have to do all this exercise. Just drink more water, right? That's a better way to explain it than saying, oh, you can lose weight from it. And then it's easy. Say it's easy, that's your point, and then explain why it's easy. It's easy because you're not doing anything, you're not doing extra activity, you're not running, you're not doing anything, but you're just drinking more water, and by doing that, it will help you to lose weight. That is explanation, Khalaf. So I want you to change those first three sentences to what I just said. So it look like you're doing pretty good so far, Hamoud, in the first few sentences. But like here, after you made this point about the it attracts people to come more often, make the connection after that. Add a sentence after that that says like, if people are going more often, then they're gonna, doing more activity is going to lead to them, what? Being more healthy, losing weight and being healthy. Keep on drawing those connections every time you make a point and you make an example, draw the connection. I know it seems silly, but just keep on doing it, because it also helps to keep your paper focused as well, because then you keep on going back, okay, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to justify why is this the best solution and why is it making people healthy? And you just keep on just doing that throughout your paragraphs.
Yes, Mr. Rafiq Kamal. you give me time to write because I just restarted my computer?
Who is this?
Ahmed Ibrahim.
I would normally love to, Ahmed, but we are out of time. Just go ahead and start. You got 2 minutes. Write as much as you can in those 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Abdurrahman, this is not a topic sentence. You need to rewrite that, Abdurrahman. You're kind of writing like an intro type of sentence, like a hook or something, but that's not what you're going to have to. That's not going to get you marks on the essay. You have to write a clear topic sentence. The best way for people to become healthy is blank, direct, short, and to the point. What is this? Aziz, it looking good so far. All right, guys, we are out of time. I'm not going to keep you over the clock, so I'm going to stop this. All right, guys, that is it for today. Make sure you do your homework. Have a great day. Make sure you like the video, comment, share with your friends, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of English 100. If you guys need me, I'm going to be in my office hours today at 1. I'll see you then, okay, guys? Adios, mi amigos.
Yes, Mr. Rafiq Kamal, can I continue with you in your office hours?